Hello, my name is LeGear. Please join me at FDIC 2019 for selecting proper handline construction for your fire department. It's really a class about handline attack package design. You have to consider four things: nozzle design, hose construction, hose size and its implications based on the first two items, and then your pump panel outlet applications. You need to get all four things correct to get a truly flow and move, mobile, capable 1 3/4" handline and a truly useful large handline. Okay, so nozzle design, just real quick. There's two basic nozzle designs. There's fixed orifice, whether it's fog nozzle or smoothbore like this, and constant pressure. These typically now are moving towards 50 PSI, focused on GPM. A lot of these still operate in the 75 to 100 PSI range. Another things we should be thinking about is weight, stream type, reaction force, stream velocity. Do you want a 50 PSI nozzle at 85 feet per second, or do you want a 100 PSI nozzle at 120 feet per second? These are all critical things that impact the type of hose construction that will work with these nozzles. If you have a 100 PSI nozzle, you have greater back pressure. So you can have hose that's a little more flexible, a little more lay flat. If you go to a 50 PSI nozzle, you have less back pressure. You might have to go to a hose that's stiffer, different construction. So we'll be talking about materials, weave, construction type, inspection on delivery and annual inspection, and how to inspect the hose properly after every use. Once you get your target flow selected and the hose construction selected based on your back pressure, you also have to consider the size of the tube. You don't want a hose that has overly high friction loss, but you don't want a hose that has too little friction loss. You want hose that has adequate friction loss for handlines to ensure the water's traveling through there at an adequate velocity and there's a proper amount of acceleration at the nozzle for the stream. So finally, once you've done those three things, you want to look at your pump panel. This pump panel here has a 400 PSI gauge, which is something I prefer. They read most accurately in the midline. A lot of people put 600 PSI gauges here that don't need them. They're lacking flow meters on each individual discharge, which can be very helpful. This department happens to be possibly moving that way in the next spec. But there's a lot of design considerations and errors and pressure pickup placement and foam loop complications and flow meters that can ruin your handline design. You could design a perfect package, and if this isn't correct, you're going to have poor performance on the fire ground. So please join me at 2019 FDIC, and we'll figure this out together, and you'll leave with a better body of knowledge and understanding around handline attack package design. Thank you.